with Crystal. Today's unboxing is a Space NK goodie bag / gift with purchase. This one is the Power of Pink makeup gift, which is quite an interesting little title. So it's a makeup goodie bag. I got this free of charge, gift with purchase, however you want to look at it. I had to spend £65 UK, which is the equivalent, they said, was $85 US, €75, or whichever equivalent currency you use. And you would get this gift, which is worth just over £100 if you're working out in kind of British pounds. So we are going to unbox the gift today. We're going to try out a lot of the products. A lot of them I'm already wearing, and I'll talk you through them, obviously, as we're going through. I'm going to tell you what I personally purchased to get the gift and why. And like I said, we're going to unbox the whole gift. We're going to look at what they are, what they do. We're going to swatch some stuff. I'll talk through the things I'm wearing. I'll tell you whether it's a sample, travel size, full size. You know the drill by now. So let's get into it. So the first thing I picked up is the newest Charlotte Tilbury concealer. This one is called the Radiant Concealer. Beautiful skin, Radiant Concealer. So I picked this up in the shade Too Fair, which is what I had in like a previous foundation, which I bought from them ages ago. And actually, seeing the shade in real life, I'm not 100% sure it's the right shade, but I'll show you and you can let me know what you think. I believe this is about £25. Most of the products have the prices on the box when you order from Space NK, but this for some reason doesn't. So this is what the packaging looks like. It is quite big, chunky packaging. You actually get quite a bit of products in here. It's 7.2 gram, which is 0.25 ounce. So it's not a bad size for a concealer, I didn't think. So, like I said, I'm wondering if I've gone a little bit pale. This, like I said, is shade 2. So it is quite a kind of whitish shade. Now, I feel like under my eyes, it adds a little bit of brightness, but I almost think, and I think you can see it on camera as well, I almost think that it looks a bit too white. You want brightening under the eyes, but do you want it this bright? A little bit undecided. Formulation-wise, I applied this at like, what was it, about 6 o'clock this morning? And then I've just reapplied it at like 6 o'clock this evening. Obviously it needs reapplying, it's been 12 hours. It didn't wear too badly. It didn't seem to settle into like fine lines or anything like that. It seemed to kind of stay put. But I kind of felt like when I looked in the mirror, it looked a little bit flat on me, not like brightening and awake, just a little bit more flat. So I'm a little bit unsure about that one, but let me know your thoughts. I picked up this little lowlighter from Rodile. It's kind of like described as a complexion enhancer. So have heard these described as highlighters. I kind of think it's like an under eye brightener, or that's what I use it for. So this is by Rodile. It's the Peach Lowlighter. Now I've spoken before about the Banana Lowlighter, which I love, but I'd never tried the peach one. It's just like a slightly different shade, I guess. I just thought I'd give it a try. It's the mini version, so it's 1.6 mil, which is 0.05 fluid ounce, and this retails at £15. So I just thought it was a nice little one to kind of give it a try. It seems okay. It's more of a, well, as the name would suggest, you would think more of like a peachy tone. I guess it is a little bit peachy. It's just here. But I didn't find it as brightening as my banana one, so I think the banana one probably is just better for my skin tone. I'm glad I got it and tried it, and obviously I'll use it up. It just wasn't quite as good as I was expecting compared to the banana one, but that's a shade thing really. I think I mentioned you have to spend on makeup to get the gift. Yeah, I think I did. Anyway, if I didn't, you have to spend on makeup. It doesn't work on skincare. Incidentally, I did mention this on my YouTube community page and on the Instagram community page, so if you are following me on either, you should have seen the notification when this gift went live. Hopefully you managed to pick it up. Chances are by the time the video's out, they'll have stopped doing it. It was only for like a week, I think, or while stocks last. Anyway, the last thing I bought was from Hourglass. It's the Voyeur Waterproof Gel Eyeliner. This was expensive. I got it in the shade Obsidian, which is black, but for the amount of products you get, I didn't really pay too much attention to how much product was in it. I kind of wish I had, because it really isn't a lot. So this is 0.01 ounce or 0.32 grams. So it's like a third, not even a third of a gram, is it? It's quite scary. Anyway, this is what the product looks like. So there isn't a lot of product there because you actually twist it to push the product up rather than sharpening it. Now, I don't want to push it up too much because I need to conserve this because it's quite expensive. So it's like a kohl pencil. However, this does, I've worn it twice now, and actually this does perform far better than any other kohl pencil I've ever used. So it goes on like a kohl eyeliner, but actually it behaves like a liquid liner. So I find kohl eyeliners a lot easier to control than a liquid one. But this dries down and stays in place all day long. So I applied my current eyeliner 12 hours ago and it's still going strong. It's not smudged or transferred, which is a massive issue I have with a lot of eyeliners. Even really good, expensive liquid liners transfer on me, even when I use like an eyelid primer and stuff, because I think I must have like oily lids or something. Anyway, whatever it is I do, they don't last very long. So yeah, this eyeliner is definitely fantastic. It's just really, really expensive. So I don't know if I'd repurchase it. I kind of would like to say I wouldn't, but I haven't found anything as good as this in any eyeliner I've ever used, and I've used a lot of eyeliners. So we will see. We'll see how long it lasts. I don't think you use that much of an eyeliner, so maybe it'll last a while and I can justify it. We will see. Anyway, moving on to the gift. So it's in this little box. These are pretty standard for these. I call them like mini gift with purchases. So they do the huge gift with purchases where you have to spend hundreds of pounds. These gift with purchases you're usually spending around the £60 mark. So it's called the Power of Pink makeup. Now, amongst the colours in here, there is only one pink thing in it. So Power of Pink is an interesting name to have come up with. The only thing that's pink is the leaflet, or the only other thing. So it says a pop of pink is a perfect way to bring life to your complexion and brighten your mood. Switch things up with this curated edit of makeup must-haves for lips, cheeks, eyes and skin, handpicked in a range of rosy hues chosen to complement all skin tones. I guess maybe you could say some of them are a rosy hue. I wouldn't have said they all are. Let's see how we get on. Let me know your thoughts. Yeah, we will see. Okay, so I have a list. I like to do my research and work out what things are worth. So the first item is a little mini mascara. This is by Charlotte Tilbury. It's a Pillow Talk Push Up Lashes. This is just a sample size, so this is literally the size that I've been sent before when I've ordered things from Charlotte Tilbury. So it's not a mega value by any means. It is the black mascara, and I was kind of hoping that it would be like the Pillow Talk coloured mascara that they did, was that there was like that kind of pinky type shade, which if you're going to say it's a pink box would have made more sense because it would have been closer to pink than black, but there we go. So it is a 1.5 or 0.05 fluid ounce size. It's worth £3.90. It is a sample size. It says create the perfect definition, separation and volume with this iconic Pillow Talk mascara from makeup artist of the stars, Charlotte Tilbury, and it's a bestseller. It is a really great mascara. I find it's got a nice brush, a nice wand, and it really does coat the lashes and they don't really kind of smudge or flake. It's a really nice mascara. So it's a nice one to have. I just think they could have been a tiny bit more generous with the sizes. Talking of sizes, wait till you see this next one. So I saw that they were giving you a Rare Beauty liquid blush, and I was like, these things are awesome. That's such a great thing to include in the gift. And then I saw how tiny it is. I'd seen the sizes online, but I hadn't anticipated quite how small it actually is. Like, it's literally the smallest Rare Beauty products I've ever seen in my entire life. And I have got this exact shade in a full size, so I can give you like a proper comparison of just how tiny this is. I mean, I don't know if that's quite doing it justice on the camera, but it is tiny. So my full size is 7.5ml. This is 1.43ml or 0.048 fluid ounce, and it's a soft pinch blush in Encourage. Now, like I said, I have got this in a full size. I am wearing it right now. One thing I will say about the Rare Beauty blushes is they are the most ridiculously pigmented product ever. Like, they're almost too pigmented. And you need such a tiny amount that actually the teeny tiny one will probably last you quite a while. So this is what it comes out like in the kind of full size. And let me just try and demonstrate a tiny little dot. See that? By the way, I kind of wiped my hand before and the eyeliner is still clinging on. Without proper oil-based makeup remover, it ain't coming off. So a little dot there. And if I just kind of blur it, look at that. It's got so much pigment. So you have to be really careful when you're using this that you don't apply too much because it's so easy to apply too much. So I just put the tiny, literally the tiniest dot it is possible to put on the skin, and then I blend it out. Now I'm doing this because I actually do prefer a brush with this. Whereas I have tried it with my fingers. You can totally do it with your fingers, but I prefer to do it with the brush just to kind of get a nicer finish. And I find it easier to kind of blend out using that I also like to kind of mix the Rare Beauty blushes to like create another colour, just like a couple together. But yeah, really gorgeous formulation, brilliant product, lasts all day, it's phenomenal. I just wish it was a little bit bigger. So this is a sample size you get in the gift, worth £4.10. It does mention in the leaflet it's a bestseller. It says formulated with long-lasting colour pigments, this lightweight liquid blush blends easily and can be built up for all day wear. And it definitely can. So happy with that. It's just like teeny tiny. Then we have got a blush from NARS. Hands up, what colour is it? Yes, it is that colour we get like a million times. It's orgasm. So it is a pretty tiny blush. It's a 1.2 gram or 0.04 fluid ounce size, which is like the sample size they do of the blush, of course. Again, you still get the gorgeous NARS packaging. So this is, I guess, a pinky kind of shade. Are we having this as a pinky kind of shade? I guess it is. Maybe I'm being unfair. Maybe there's more pink in here than I'm letting on. This is what the shade looks like. So it's that traditional kind of pinky shade. It's got the little flecks of kind of gold glitter in there. It's not a blush I have repurchased. I have purchased a NARS blush before in a full size. It was Dolce Vita, I think. But with this, I mean, you would never need to purchase it because they always come in the gifts. It's a nice colour. It's a colour that works for me. It's a colour I would grab and put on without needing to give it too much thought. Just like I say this all the time, I just wish would branch out and give us the opportunity to try more shades instead of keep giving you the same shade over and over again in these gifts. So this is a sample size, price per mil, it's worth £6.60. It says in here it's iconic. Bring a healthy flush of colour to cheeks with this lightweight blush in best-selling shade Orgasm. Beautiful on all skin tones. Next up, we have got a lip product. This is by Shiseido. I've never tried a Shiseido lip product before. I don't know if I've ever tried their makeup before. I've definitely tried lots of the skincare, but I don't think I've had an opportunity to try the makeup. Anyway, this is the Shimmer Gel Gloss. It's 2ml or 0.02 fluid ounce. And the shade is Shin Cool Red, which is 07. Now, look at the colour of this, and it looks super, super red. In real life, it's like quite a vivid red. This is what the colour actually looks like when you get it out. It's really bizarre. So I was thinking, why is it red? It's a pink box, but actually it goes on and it looks kind of pink. It's really weird. So hopefully you can see on my finger there how red it looks. Just so you know I'm telling the truth, I'll put a little bit more on and it kind of looks pink. Interesting. So one thing I did notice when researching this particular product is they seem to have like reformulated the packaging. Do you reformulate packaging? Change the packaging? And actually the only colour they seem to have left in stock anywhere was this particular colour. So I thought, well, maybe they're getting rid of like an old colour, but then it's in like sample size. So I don't know. Anyway, this is worth $5.33 in this size. So it feels really comfortable on the lips. It doesn't feel like sticky or anything. This is one I could quite comfortably take out, put on my lips, and feel kind of quite comfortable wearing it. So I'm quite happy with that because it's not one I would have picked up myself and it seems quite wearable. It says, infused with shea butter, this high shine gloss works to condition and nourish the lips. It definitely feels more nourishing than it does drying. It's definitely not drying. It says it's weightless and non-sticky formula. It gives a cushiony feel and makes it super comfortable to wear. I think I would agree with that actually. It does feel very, very comfortable. Next up we have got the Radiance Elixir from Chantecaille. And I made those funny noises because this stuff is expensive. So it's a sample 4ml or 0.14 fluid ounce. So it's tiny, it's so tiny. So this is an elixir, as the name would suggest. It's in a little dropper style bottle. It's like, I don't know what we're calling this, like a serum almost. I'm gonna put a little bit of this on, see what it's like. I don't actually know what it's supposed to be. Let's read what it's about before I go putting it all over my face. So it says, let this glow boosting botanical infused skincare serum awaken the skin and promote a healthy and hydrated appearance. Just add a drop to your moisturiser or foundation for an enhanced finish. Okay, so I can't do that because I've already got makeup on, but I'll put a little drop on and we'll just kind of go over the cheeks and see if it adds any hydration or like boost or like radiance. It feels nice. If you see, by the way, I got a new camera recently because my old camera needed updating and I want to try and make, you know, slightly better quality videos if possible. And I found, it's really weird, my old camera, the little screen viewfindery thing was above, so I'd always be looking slightly above. Now I'm looking to the side, and I've noticed when I edit some of my videos I'm not looking the right way, so apologies. I'm trying to get better at that. Anyway, I won't know until I watch it back whether this looks any better on my skin. What I can tell you is 4ml, which is a sample, is worth £27.73. Now, this in a full size would be £208 for 30ml. Who's got £208 to spend on 30ml of serum? Like, I would have to give up the rest of my skincare and makeup routine to make that something that would be something I could realistically afford every couple of months. That's crazy. I mean, I'd want more than a luminous finish. So it's one of those, it's nice while you've got it to use it. I mean, the ingredients, some of the ingredients look nice. It's got things like Rosa Damascena flower water, it's got jojoba oil in there and stuff like that, but yeah, that's really expensive, like really expensive. So nice to have, don't see me repurchasing no matter how good it is. Next up, we have got a little primer from Aborian. I love Aborian. So this is a nice little primer. It's not what I reach for because there's other products in the range that I like more. So I love the Aborian Skin Hero. That's particularly fantastic. Improves the appearance of your skin over time and also works as a great primer. But it's nice. I will use it while I've got it, but I wouldn't purchase it. Not because it's not good, because they have even better products, I think. Anyway. So this is a multi-perfecting primer and care 5ml or 0.1 fluid ounce. It says, this 4-in-1 primer hydrates, nourishes, smooths, soothes and leaves skin with a healthy rosy glow. Well, there you go, more rose. I was being unfair. It's a very, very rosy box. So this sample is worth £4.44 price per mil. Next up we have got a little eyeshadow stick. This is from Laura Mercier. Don't know why I said it like that. It's in the shade Rose Gold and it is one of their Caviar Stick Eye Colours. So this is 0.5 gram or 0.01 fluid ounce. I have this actually from a previous gift with purchase, so we will open this instead of the other one. So it's one of those you can twist it up and keep getting more and more product out of it. And this is what it looks like. It's kind of one of those shades. It looks like a really light goldy bronze kind of colour. I actually have it on my eyes today so I can demonstrate. But I like the formulation of these. So for me personally, you can kind of crayon it onto your eye and then just like blur it out with fingers if you're on the go, that kind of stuff. But I like to apply it like a crayon, but then I like to kind of use a brush to buff it out a little bit. They are like the perfect product to use instead of a shadow primer, just to kind of like set everything in place, give yourself that perfect sort of slightly glowy base and then put makeup on top of it. But if you're going for like a not too much makeup look like me today, then for me, I've just put it all over the eyes and then a little bit under the eyes and all over my lid, all over the eyes. It sounds like I've like coloured my eye in, and a little bit of eyeliner, and then that's it. So for me, it works quite well like that. It says, easy to use, this glide-on creamy formula is perfect to blend, smudge or line the eyes to open and define. And this rose gold hue is a quick way to warm up your complexion. And this is worth £6.50 price per mil, so this particular size is a quarter of a full size. You're still getting quite a bit of product. The other one that I got in the gift with purchase previously, it's lasted me a while. I don't seem to use that much product, so it's a really nice one to use, and I like the fact they've included a shadow just to kind of give you like a complete makeup look. We have got another mascara, another one that shows up quite a lot in the gift with purchases goodie bags, and it's a really nice one. It is Hourglass, and this is the Caution Extreme Lash Mascara, 3.5 gram or 0.12 ounce. Really good solid mascara, really good oomph to the eyes. It grips, it lifts, it's really, really good. So, price per mil, this is worth £12.06. It's a sample size, but it's actually not that much smaller than the travel size, which I think is 5.5 grams, and this is 3.5, so it's not that much smaller. It's a decent enough size. It's in the shade Ultra Black, as you know, what else? But yeah, really, really good mascara. And then we've got another primer. This one is by Milk Makeup. It is the Hydra Grip Primer, a double dose to hydrate skin and grip makeup. I feel like there's like too many primers in the world. So I have got my favourites. My favourites are probably, well, they're not probably, it's the Tatcha Liquid Silk and the Aborian Skin Hero, if we're calling that a primer, and also the Hourglass Primer, the newer one, fantastic. And I actually really like this as well. So this is the, like I said, Hydro Grip Primer. This one is a little bit more kind of silicone-y than other primers, but sometimes, as much as I don't necessarily love that feel, there's just nothing like it to smooth the skin, smooth everything out, and then get that perfect base for makeup. And this is just one of those products that just nails it every time. It's quite reliable in that way. So I find if you get like a dry patch that you can't quite hydrate enough with your moisturiser and stuff, this will just help to kind of even things out, moisturise it just enough so that your products, your foundation, etc. sits on top of it without sinking in and making it look like cakey or whatever. So it is a really good one. This is worth £5.80 price per mil. 4 mil again doesn't sound like a lot, but you'll find it does actually last for a little bit longer than you'd expect. It says, achieve a flawless, long-lasting foundation finish with this award-winning, hard-working vegan primer proven to work for up to 12 hours. Finally, our full-size product is from By Terry. This one is definitely more along the kind of pink theme. So this is Lip Expert Matte Liquid Lipstick, bold matte colour, kiss-proof, comfortable wear, 4ml, 0.14 fluid ounce. So like I said, this is our only full size in this gift. It retails at £29 and the shade we get is Rosy Kiss. I'm going to apply this for you right now. That's what it looks like. So I have used quite a few By Terry makeup products before and skincare products. I've talked a little bit about By Terry in the past. I do like their products, and I actually unboxed their advent calendar a couple of years ago, which allowed me to use quite a few of the products. So yeah, pretty good formulations, but let's see how we get on with this. Just remove the previous lip colour just so we can get this one on. It's got a wand like this, and here is our little swatch. It's got that kind of funny smell that some lipsticks have. I don't know if you know what I mean, but like, I'm trying to think what, I think things like Dior have this kind of smell, like a traditional lipstick smell, as opposed to some that are sort of scented. I think it was Dior. I'm sure I bought like an expensive lipstick once and I was really disappointed with how it smelled, which is, you know, it dissipates, but it's just something I noticed because I've not smelled a lipstick quite like that for a while. But this is what it looks like. It actually applied really nicely. When I was applying it, I was a little bit concerned at first that it was going to go patchy, because when I put like a little bit on, it sort of was a bit sheer almost in places, but I managed to easily kind of tidy that up and it works quite well, and it seems to have, you know, gone where I wanted to. The applicator is really nice. It hugs the lip line quite comfortably. It does kind of feel a little bit dry, and I guess that's because it is obviously a matte lipstick, and I guess there's no getting away from that. If you're going to wear a matte lipstick, it's probably going to feel a little bit dry. I'm not saying it's super dry, and it's not, but I am aware that I'm wearing it and I can kind of feel it on my lips, as opposed to some lipsticks that you just don't feel. Like the Shiseido products, couldn't feel that when it was on. This one, I'm kind of aware it's there. It will be interesting to see kind of how long it lasts on the lips and what that feels like for like a whole day. I do like the idea of a lipstick that you can just put on and leave, because, you know, who doesn't? Anything to make life easier, you know, and to keep reapplying it. But it'll be interesting to see kind of how it performs eating and drinking and stuff. My other By Terry lipsticks from the matte range wore quite well, so I'm assuming this one will as well. Not 100% sure about the shade and if it works for me. It may just be that little bit too bright a pink. It says, a modern alternative to a gloss. Enjoy a matte moment with this liquid lipstick that gives long-lasting coverage in just one coat. This pretty pink is universally flattering and the ideal way to freshen up your complexion. I guess, if nothing else, it adds a little bit of colour to the face, doesn't it? So that is my video. I really hope you've enjoyed watching the video. I hope it's been useful and interesting to kind of see what was in this gift. My thoughts on it, I think a lot of the products are quite tiny. They seem to be getting smaller and smaller. Is it me? I think it's getting more and more expensive and smaller and smaller. Just the world we live in now, I guess. I do feel like it was a nice little bit of variety. It wasn't all of one thing. You know, they try and do a little bit of primers, some mascaras, some eyeshadows, a blush, some lip colours. I guess the only thing that was missing was like an eyeliner. That would have been a nice way to kind of round it out. But yeah, I always like these gifts. You know I do. I unbox a lot of them. It's probably one of my favourite unboxings to do, apart from maybe advent calendars. So yeah, I'll always be back unboxing these gifts. I just love it. If there are any discount codes for like new customers and stuff for Space NK, if there's any new offers on, I will put that under the video. I really hope you've enjoyed watching the video. I'd love it if you give it a thumbs up. It lets me know you're enjoying the content I'm producing. And I'd love it if you subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell to be notified when my next video goes live. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys!